Hello and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to play another game from our 1970 season replay using National Pastime 3 Baseball. It's a game from April 11th of 1970. And it's going to feature Mickey Lolich on the hill for the Detroit Tigers against Jim Palmer for the eventual world champion Baltimore Orioles. So I was going to do a Red Sox game in this, but I decided to go with the better pitching matchup here with Lolich and Palmer. And even though we had Lolich on in one of our earlier videos, I figured with Jim Palmer it would be a no-brainer as he won. He was a 20-game winner in 1970, a candidate for the Cy Young. And Mickey Lolich, well, he's Mickey Lolich. So anyway, I figured this would be a good matchup with the Tigers. So, without further ado, it's going to be Jim Palmer on the hill. He's got a B rating with a Y, G, and DP minus modifiers. Dick McAuliffe will lead it off. He's currently hitting .455 in the young season with an RBI in 13 plate appearances. He'll be followed by Mickey Stanley, who's also hitting .450. Actually, hold on. No, that's not him. Here we go. We can just go with this. So Mickey Stanley is currently hitting. Does not have an average yet. He's only had one. No, it's 6 at bats. He's still looking for his first hit. Be followed by he's in center. Al Kaline, the right fielder, will bat third, and he's hitting 182 on the young season with a couple of hits in 11 at bats. Couple of runs batted in. So Norm Cash is your first baseman. He's hitting .250. 2 for 8. Batting fifth, the left fielder Jim Northrup. Batting just 182. With a homer and 2 runs batted in. Bill Freehan, the catcher, will hit sixth. Hitting just 143. Just 1 hit and 7 at bats. Dick Wirt, the third baseman, will hit seventh. He's 0 for 3 so far in the young season. Cesar Gutierrez is the shortstop. He's 4 for 12 so far at a .333 clip. And Mickey Lolich on the hill is 0 for 1 at the plate. So that's the lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers against Palmer. So McAuliffe in the box. The lefty ready to rip against Palmer. Palmer looks in for the sign from Hendricks. Nods his head, kicks and delivers with that long leg kick. The high leg kick. 6-3. 5-3. And that is going to be an error already. An error on the third baseman, Brooks Robinson. So a rare error on the Gold Glover, Brooks Robinson, will allow McAuliffe to reach. See if he attempts a steal. And McAuliffe cannot get the jump, so he'll remain at first. So to bring up Mickey Stanley. Stanley looking for his first hit of the season. Palmer looks in for the sign of Hendricks. Nods his head, looks at the runner, kicks and delivers. And he's going to ground out to short. Belanger has it. Only play is to first as McAuliffe advances to second. So runner in scoring position, 1 down for Al Kaline. He's already knocked in 2 this young season. Palmer looks in for the side. Looks at the runner. Here's a delivery. And that's going to be a base hit, and that will score the run. So Al Kaline with an RBI single advancing to second on the throw home. Oh, actually, hold on here. What happened? He was out at home. Oh, hold on here. So the runner was out at home. So who threw him out here? Let's see if we can figure this out here. It's going to be the center fielder, Paul Blair. Paul Blair with a cannon on his throw, for an arm on his throw home. Nails McAuliffe trying to score from second. So 2 down now. K-Line at second. Norm Cash up to the plate now. Norm Cash 2 for 8 on the young season. Looking for his first RBI here. K-Line gets his lead. Palmer looks back at him, kicks and delivers. And that's going to be a strikeout, so he gets Cash swinging. And the Tigers nothing. The Orioles coming up. So Mickey Lolich on the hill. Lolich pitched 5 innings in his first start, allowing 4 hits, striking out 4, walking 6. So he had control issues in his first start, and allowed 5 runs. Hitters hitting .211 against him. It was the walks that killed him in his first start. So the lineup for the Baltimore Orioles is going to be Don Buford. He'll lead it off and play left field. Buford hitting .273, 3 for 11 with a run scored, 2 runs batted in. Paul Blair, who made that great throw home in the last top of the inning, comes in hitting .417, 5 for 12 officially, with 3 doubles already and an RBI. So Paul Blair off to a fast start, batting third, will be the eventual MVP of the American League, Boog Powell, with .297. He's off to a good start, hitting .364, 4 for 11 officially, with a run scored and 2 walks. Batting cleanup, Frank Robinson. Just 1 for 9 so far in the young season with a double and 2 runs batted in. Batting 6th is going to be Davey Johnson, the second baseman. He comes in hitting just .091, just 1 for 11 so far with 2 runs scored. He's walked 3 times. Batting 7th, Ellie Hendricks, 1 for 6 so far in the season with a couple of strikeouts. Batting 8th, Mark Belanger, the shortstop, hitting .286, 4 for 14 with 2 runs scored, a double, a triple, and he's walked a couple of times. So batting 9th on the hill, getting his first start of the season, therefore does not have any at-bats yet, is Jim Palmer. So Lolich on the hill. Looks in for the sign from Freehan. And here's the first pitch. And Buford's going to get a hold of this one. And he will lace a single up the middle. See if he tries to steal here. Does not. Rolls an identical 4-4 again. So leadoff runner is on for the Orioles. Brings up Paul Blair. And I think we're going to go for a little hit and run here. Actually, no, he's off to... Yeah, we will. Doesn't strike out a heck of a lot, so... Alright, so Paul Blair up there now. The hit and run is on. And he'll strike out. So Buford does not get the jump and... retreats back to first. So 1 down now for Boog Powell. They're going to keep the hit and run on again. 4-4. And now it's going to be a base hit. So Buford will advance to third. So that'll put runners at the corners with 1 down. So the Orioles threatening to get on the scoreboard here in the bottom of the first. Put the brakes on Powell. So Frank Robinson had the chance to put the Orioles on top. So Robinson in the box. Gets ready to grip and rip. Lolich looks in for the sign from Freehan. Looks at the runners, kicks and delivers. Oh, just misses a wheelhouse there. And he'll end up popping it up. The second baseman, McAuliffe, will make the catch in foul territory behind the first base bag for out number 2. So Brooks Robinson up now, trying to atone for his error in the first inning, although it did not lead to a run. So Robinson looking for his first hit of the season. 14 plate appearances. And we'll draw the walk. That'll load the bases. So the base is loaded now for Davy Johnson. So Davy Johnson comes in hitting 286. I'm sorry, hitting .091 with the 286 on base percentage. Chance to break out of his slump here and get his first RBI of the season. Bases juice. Runners get their lead. Lolich kicks and delivers. And we'll see if he can get out of it. And he cannot, as it's going to be an error. They'll at least score 1. 2. Actually, they'll score 2. So that's going to be an error on Gutierrez, the shortstop. So Davy Johnson will not get credit for an RBIs there, as it was an error. So runners at the corners now, 2 runs in, both of them unearned. So each team with an error now. That'll bring up Elrod Hendricks, looking for his first RBI of the season. And he's going to get hit by a pitch. So Lolich having control issues early on in this one like he did in the first one. So the base is juiced once again for Belanger. Belanger looking for his first RBI of the season. And he'll strike out swinging to end the inning. But the Orioles score 2 unearned runs, and it's 2-0 after 1. So it'll be Northrop, Freehan, and Wirt if anybody gets on Gutierrez for the Tigers. Now down by 2 against Palmer. Palmer with a 2-run lead now. Palmer looks in for the sign from Hendricks. Here's the windup and the pitch. Northrop, 182, does have a homer and 2 runs batted in. And that's going to be a foul ball. So Palmer gets a new baseball, rubs it up. Gets the sign, kicks and delivers. And he's going to fly out to right, where Frank Robinson will make the catch for out number 1. So that'll bring up Freehan, the catcher. Freehan hitting just 143 in 10 plate appearances. Is going to get a good one to hit here. And he ends up grounding out to Belanger at short. So 2 up and 2 down for the Tigers here in the second. Wirt up to the plate now. Wirt looking for his first hit of the season. And he'll fly out to Northrop. I'm sorry, to Buford for out number 3. So the Tigers go in order in the second. So it's 2-0 Orioles after 1.5. Lolich back on the hill. Palmer up to the plate now. Palmer there. That's for righty. Steps into the box. Here's the delivery. And he'll pop out to the second baseman. McAuliffe will make the catch for out number 1. So to bring up the top of the order, Buford. He singled his first time up, but was gunned down by Paul Blair trying to score from second. So it looks like he'll get on again. He'll place another single. See if he can get the jump. He cannot. So runner on first with the 1 down for Paul Blair. And we're going to try again. He struck out his I think he struck out his first time up. I'm going to go with the hit and run again. And he's going to get one to hit here this time. So the hit and run works this time. And Blair's going to try to steal. Man, I rolled a 44 again. That's the second time I've rolled a 44 twice in a row for a batter. So that'll put runners at the corners with one down for Boog Powell. Boog Powell with another RBI opportunity. Singled his first time up. Powell got the, I believe, got the single when when Buford was thrown. No, never mind. I'm thinking of the other team. So 1-5. So that is going to be a single, and that will score the run. Oh, actually a sacrifice fly. My bad. So he flies out to center. And Stanley his ball comes into second to prevent Blair from advancing on the play. Didn't really have a shot there. So it's 3-0 now, Orioles. So Blair on first now for Frank Robinson, who popped out to second his first time up. And he's going to ground out to third to end the inning. The Orioles get another run, and it's 3-0 now after 2. Palmer's rating out to C as he gets a downgrade in the third. His adjustment inning isn't all the way until the 9th, so he can go a long ways here. He's only allowed 1 hit so far to the Tigers. So Cesar Gutierrez steps up to the plate, like to atone for his error. Gutierrez, .333 in the young season. And he's going to ground out to second, where Davey Johnson handles it. Throws over to Powell for out number 1. So that'll bring up Mickey Lolich. Lolich 0 for 1 so far. His kick and delivery by Palmer. And he's going to fly out to left. And Buford will make the catch for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for the Tigers here in the third. Brings up top of the order McAuliffe. McAuliffe reached on an error his first time up by the Gold Glover Frank Robinson. And this time he'll hit one right back to Palmer, who throw over to Powell for out number 3. So once again the Tigers go in order. And after 2.5, it remains 3-0 Baltimore. Brooks Robinson walked his first time up to the plate now. He's going to get a good one to hit here. And he'll lace a single to left. So leadoff single for Robinson. Nothing's fooled the Orioles so far. Now with 5 hits through 2+ innings. So Robinson gets his leadoff first. Cash holding him on. Lolich looks in for the sign, looks at the runner. Kicks and delivers to Johnson, who reached on an error his first time up. And he'll pop out to short. Gutierrez will handle it for out number 1. Robinson heads back to the bag. So Ellie Hendricks up now. He's hit by a pitch his first time up. And he's going to hit one back to Lolich. He goes to second for 1. The return throw not in time. So 2 down now with Hendricks at first. Put the restrictions on him. Brings up Belanger. Struck out in his first at-bat. This time he won't strike out. He'll get one to hit here. So Hendricks will hold at second. Okay. So, for first and second with 2 down. Orioles threatening for more here. So Palmer up to the plate now, and Palmer is going to obviously hit away with 2 down. Popped up to second his first time up. And he'll strike out. So that's it for the Orioles as they do not add any more. And it is 3-0 as we head to the fourth. All right, the Tigers will send up Stanley, Kaline, and Cash for anybody gets on Northrop against Palmer. Palmer still only has allowed 1 hit so far. So Stanley up there. Stanley grounded out to short his first time up. And he'll draw the walk. First issued by Palmer today. And he's going to steal second. So down by 3, Stanley gets aggressive and swipes the bag as the throw from Hendricks is too late. It's a runner in scoring position with nobody out for Al Kaline. Singled his first time up. Only hit so far against Palmer. Oh, and he's going to get one here, though. And that one is a triple into the gap. So the runner will easily score. Stanley comes around. And the Tigers are on the board. So Palmer hung that one to Kaline, and he did not miss it. So it'll be up Norm Cash. Now 3-1 Baltimore. Cash struck out his first at-bat. And Cash is going to get a hold of one here. And this one is going to the fence here, and it's going to be a wall scraper. So that one almost got out of here, but the wind blew that one back. But that will score the Kaline. And it's now a 3-2 game. So the Tigers, quick strike offense. It's now makes it a 1-run game. Still nobody out with a runner on second. So Northrop has the tying run in scoring position now as he flew out his first time up. Palmer looks in for the sign, looks at the runner. Here's the delivery. And it's going to be a fielder's choice as they get the runner on third at third. So, quick alert play by Davy Johnson. Throws to third as Brooks Robinson applies the tag. So you got to make sure you make it with nobody out, and you're on second. So a nice aggressive play by Davy Johnson gets the lead runner. So Northrop will not advance anywhere. So runner on first now with 1 down for Bill Freehan. Grounded to short his first time up. Is the delivery by Palmer. And that's going to be a ground ball. As Robinson picks it up. Looks at the runner but decides not to throw to second. And fires the foul for out number 2. As Northrop is now in scoring position. So Wirt with a chance to tie the game here. Wirt flew out to Buford his first time up. And he'll pop out to short to end the inning. But Tigers score 2. And it's now a 3-2 game as we head to the bottom of the fourth. So Lolich back on the hill. Now a 1-run game. Top of the order, Buford to lead it off. Buford singled twice so far. And he'll ground out the short for Gutierrez Harris it. Over to Cash for out number 1. So Blair up now. Blair 1 for 2 with a single his last time up. Gets him swinging. So 2 outs now for Powell. Powell singled and hit a sacrifice fly. And he'll foul out to the first baseman, Cash, for out number 3. So nothing doing for the Orioles in the fourth. It remains 3-2 as we head to the fifth. Gutierrez to lead it off. Grounded to second his first time up. And he's got to reach on another error. No, on an error by Belanger this time. So Belanger normally short-handed. commits the error. So allow Gutierrez to reach. So the tying run is on. And Lolich up to the plate now. Lolich is going to call upon the bunt here. So 1-1. Of course, it's a 1-1. Sacrifice will work, though. So 1 down now for McCullough. Chance to tie the game here with a base hit. McCullough reached on an error his first time up and hit a grounder back to the pitcher, his second. So here's the pitch. Hey, Miss Mags. So they'll ground out to first. Gutierrez will move up now. 2 down, though. So Mickey Stanley, 0 for 1 with a walk. And he'll draw the base on balls. So runners at the corners now. So the go-ahead run on first for Al Kaline. He tripled in a run his first time up at RBI triple and singled. So he's 2 for 2 so far against Palmer. So Palmer talks with Hendricks about being careful with Kaline. Goes back behind the plate, sets the target, kicks and delivers. And strikes him out. So it remains 3-2 halfway through in favor of the Orioles. Lolich back on the hill. It'll be Robinson, and Johnson, the law firm. And he'll pop out to third. And Ward will make the catch for out number 1. So Brooks Robinson up now. He walked and singled. And this time he grounds out to short. So 2 up and 2 down for the Orioles in the 5th. Brings up Davy Johnson. 0 for 2. Did reach on an error. And he'll draw the walk. So 2-out walk. Bring up Hendricks. Gets hit by a pitch and grounded one weakly back to the pitcher. Got the fielder's choice at second. And that's going to be a base hit as runner is off on the pitch. That'll put runners at the corners. So the go-ahead, see if the Orioles can add to the lead here. So Belanger with a chance here. 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. And he'll foul to second to end the inning. So the Orioles unable to increase their lead, and it remains 3-2 after 5 full. Here at Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. Alright, so Norm Cash. It'll be Cash, Northrup, and Freehan against Palmer. Here in the top of the 6th. And Cash is going to get a hold of one here, and he's going to hit one into the gap, and he'll get himself a leadoff double. So that brings up Northrup. Northrup 0 for 2 so far. And he'll strike him out for out number 1. So 3 Ks on the day for Palmer. Brings up Freehan, the catcher. He's grounded out twice. And he'll ground out again as the runner advances to third. So a runner on third with 2 down now for Wirt. Wirt's flown out to left and popped out to short. And he'll fly out to center. To end the inning. So, home half of the 6th. Orioles on top 3-2. Lolich back out there for a 6th inning of work. Palmer will hit for himself. And strikes out. So 1 down here in the 6th for Buford. Buford's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. And he'll reach on a single. Does not go anywhere. So 1 down now for Paul Blair. And we're going to go back with the hit and run here again. Work last time. 1-2. Oh, and he hits into a double play. Lines out to second. And they return throw to first behind the runner. Gets him before he can get back. So that's one of the dangers of the hit and run there. So after 6 full, Orioles lead by 1. Palmer back out there for a 7th inning of work. Gutierrez up to the plate. Gutierrez reached on errors last time up, 0 for 2 officially. Pops out to third for out number 1. And they're going to pull Lolich here. Down by a run. Alright, Lolich went the distance. Pitched 9 2/3 and a 3-2 loss in extra innings. So Lolich will be pulled here. Let's see who we're going to bring in. We're going to possibly bring in Gates Brown here. He has yet to have a plate appearance, but he'll have one here. So Gates Brown comes in to pitch for Lolich, so Lolich's day is done. Palmer up to the plate. Gates Brown steps in the box. Lefty. Brown with his first at-bat of the season. Palmer looks in for the side. Kicks and delivers. And he'll fly out to center for out number 2. So top of the order, McAuliffe up now. He's 0 for 3. Did reach on an error his first time up. And he'll ground out to first. Flips it to Palmer for out number 3. So nothing doing for the Tigers in the 7th. Take me out to the ball game being sung here at Memorial Stadium. As the Orioles lead 3-2. So let's check and see who they have available. Tigers. Possibly Danny Patterson. And it looks like that's who it's probably going to be. Could be Bobby Reed, too. So Reed or Patterson. Let's check things out here. So we got lefty, righty, righty, righty. Patterson. Throws righty. I think we'll go with Patterson. Hold on here. Alright, so Danny Patterson to come in. He's a righty, CYW, C rating with a YW modifier, is DP positive. So Powell, he'll face Powell to lead it off. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Trying to keep this a 1-run game. So Powell is 1 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. Oh, hold on here. It wasn't clicked on the screen. So he pops out to third. We're working to catch for out number 1. So 1 down now for Frank Robinson. Hitless on the day. And he's going to draw the walk. So 1-out base runner for the Orioles. Brings up Brooke Robinson. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. He might try a little hit and run here. And it's going to be a base hit as Robinson moves to third. So Robinson and Robinson on at the corners. So that will, with one down, they're going to bring the infield in. So Davey Johnson up now. Johnson reached on an error his first time up. 0 for 2 officially with a walk. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a base hit. So that'll bring home an insurance run. So first and second with one down for Ellie Hendricks. He was hit by a pitch and singled. 1 for 2 officially. Riders get the leads off first and second. And he'll draw the walk to load the bases. Again, Tigers will bring the infield in. Belanger up now. Definitely a double play candidate here. It's 1 for 3 with a single. And he's going to get a single. So that is going to be it for Patterson, as he is ineffective. And it's now a 6-2 Orioles lead. So they're going to bring in Bobby Reed now. Palmer's going to hit for himself. Now with a 4-run lead. And he's going to bunt. And he'll foul strike. 2-2, of course. And sacrifice is successful. So runners on second and third with 2 down now. So Buford up now. He's got a pair of singles on the day, also walked. 2 for 3 officially. And he'll strike out that inning, but the Orioles push across 3 and double their score now, 6-2. So the Tigers with their work cut out for them here. Down by 4 as we head to the 8th. So Stanley up now. He's walked twice, officially 0 for 1. Palmer's only allowed 4 hits so far. He'll fly out to center where Blair will make the catch for out number 1. So K-line up now. Singled and tripled, 2 for 3. And he gets a single. So runner on first with 1 down now for Cash. He's doubled and tripled. 2 for 3. K-line gets his lead. And K-line's got Cash is going to get a hold of one here, and that one is a no-doubter. Gone, going, and gone. So a 2-run shot, which would have put the Tigers in the lead had the Orioles not scored 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Now pulls the Tigers to within 2, so 6-4 now. So there's action in the Oriole pen now. Things get interesting once again. So Northrup up to the plate now. 0 for 3 on the day. And he'll draw the walk, so Palmer's starting to tire here, so I'll bring up Freehan. Freehan's grounded out 3 times so far. And he'll fly out to right. Robinson will make the catch for out number 2, so word up now. We're 0 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that'll do it as he strikes him out. So the 2-run homer by Norm Cash brings the Tigers back. Now a 2-run game, 6-4 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. So Reed back out there for the Tigers. Blair up to the plate. Blair 1 for 4 on the day. And Blair's going to draw the walk. And we're going to push the envelope here a little bit. And 2-2. And he will swipe the bag. So runner in scoring position now for Boog Powell. Powell 1 for 3 on the day. And Powell's going to get one hit here. And this one it's going to be a base hit. So that will score the run. Big insurance run there as it's now a 7-4 game. And that'll be it for Bob Reed. As it's now back to a 3-run Oriole lead. Let's see here. Who do they bring in now? Possibly Norm McCray. Probably Norm McCray. Yeah, he hasn't pitched. He did pitch once. He pitched inning in the third. That was a while ago, though. So he is good to come in here. So McCray to come in. So Powell at first. So Frank Robinson up now. Robinson 0 for 3 on the day with a walk. And he's going to hit into the 6-4-3 double play. So McCray comes in and induces the double play ball. Brings out Brooke Robinson 2 for 3 on the day with a walk. And he's going to foul out to the first baseman, Cash, to end the inning. So we head to the 9th with the Tigers down by 3. So Riker and Watt warming up in the pen for the Orioles. Palmer's going to try to finish it here. He'll face Gutierrez, the pitcher spot, and McAuliffe. So Gutierrez 0 for 3 on the day. And he'll fly out to right. All right, let's see who the Tigers have on the bench. We've been using Elliot Maddox, but we also have Willie Horton available, and Dalton Jones. Okay, let's check and see who we got here. Ike Brown, though, has a great on-base percentage. So does Willie Horton. Dalton Jones not bad. Elliot Maddox isn't bad. Let's see here. I'm going to go with Dalton Jones just because he's a lefty. I'll go with Dalton Jones. So he'll come in the pinch hit. Let's see what he's done so far. Yeah, we'll bring in Dalton Jones. So Dalton Jones to come in the pinch hit. 1 down. Base is empty. Palmer looks in for the sign. Jones in the box, ready to grip and rip. And he'll foul it to the third baseman, Robinson, for out number 2. So Tigers down to the last out. Brings up McAuliffe. McAuliffe 0 for 4 on the day. Let's see. Does have a .358 on base percentage. And we're going to stick with him. So McAuliffe in the box, 0 for 4 so far on the day. Did reach on an error. 1-3, and he'll draw the walk. So hold the phone. Gotta bring the tying run up with Mickey Stanley. Stanley is 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. Looks like Weaver's going to leave Palmer in there. At least one more batter with a 3-run lead. So Stanley up to the plate now. Steps into the box. Here's the kick and delivery. And that will do it as he grounds out to Robinson to end the inning. So the Baltimore Orioles defeat the Detroit Tigers 7-4. Oops. Let this go to the box score. All right. So 7-4. So 7 runs on 11 hits and 2 errors for the Orioles, and 4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error for the Detroit Tigers. Jim Palmer goes the distance, getting a complete game. Allows 6 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. A lot of 4s there. Did surrender the 1 home run to Cash. Mickey Lolich goes to 0-2 on the season. 6 hits, 7 runs. Didn't pitch that badly. 3 runs, only 1 of them being earned. Did walk 3 again, so walks are a concern with him. 5 strikeouts. Hit a batter. Tyrrell Patterson pitches the 3rd of inning, allowing 3 hits, 3 runs. All of them earned 2 walks, so it's not effective at all. Bob Reed, 2/3 of an inning. Hitting him back, allowing 1 hit, 1 run it was earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Norm McRae pitches a scoreless inning. So for the Orioles, Don Buford, 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Walked once. Paul Blair, 1 for 4 runs scored. Walk. Also threw out a runner trying to score. So Boog Powell, 2 for 4 the run scored. Frank Robinson, 0 for 4 the run scored. Brooks Robinson, 2 for 4 with a run scored. Davey Johnson, 1 for 3 with a run scored. Ellie Hendricks, 1 for 2. And Mark Belanger, 2 for 4. So the offense spread around for the Orioles there. Getting 11 hits. So for the Tigers, McAuliffe was 0 for 4 with a walk. Stanley 0 for 3 with a run scored. Walked twice also. L. Kaline, 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Triple and an RBI. And the hitting star for the Tigers was Norm Cash, going 3 for 4 with a homer and 3 runs batted in. A couple of doubles also. And a run scored. So Northrop was 0 for 3 with a walk. Freehan and Wirt both 0 for 4. Gutierrez was 0 for 4 also. Lolich 0 for 1. Gates Brown 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. Patterson did not get an at-bat. Neither did Reed or McRae. Talton Jones went 0 for 1 in pinch hitting. So player of the game is going to be Jim Palmer, who pitches a shutout. I mean, not a shutout, but a complete game. And gets his first win of the season. So the pitching matchup, not quite as advertised on paper, but Jim Palmer does go the distance and puts the Orioles in the win column. So let's take a look at our standings so far after a few days. So the surprise Washington Senators are 3-0 in first place. Indians 2-1. Red Sox 1-1. Yankees 1-1. Orioles won it with their first victory of the season, now 1-2. And the Tigers 0-3. American League West, the Angels are 2-0. Athletics 3-0. And the Twins 2-0. The Brewers, White Sox, and Royals all without a win. Brewers 0-2, White Sox 0-2, and the Royals 0-3. Chicago Cubs 2-0 in the National League West. Expos 2-1. Cardinals, Mets, and Pirates 1-1, and Phillies 0-2. Braves, Dodgers, and Giants are all 2-1, with the Astros and Padres 1-2, and the Reds 1-3. So those are your stats. Our standings so far. Let's take a look at some early statistics here. Again, these are really early. So for the American League, Reggie Jackson has 3 home runs for the Athletics. He's also leads the league in RBI so far with 5. Michener with 4. Jackson leading in runs scored with 4, tied with Frank Howard actually. Reggie Jackson leads with hits, 5, well, tied with Paul Blair and McAuliffe. Slugging Reggie Jackson, no surprise there. Kyle Yastrzemski leads early on in batting average, 4 for 7. In the National League, Johnny Bench, Colbert, and Williams with 2 home runs. Billy Williams, 2 home runs apiece. Colbert leads, the Padres leads in RBIs with 7. Tony Perez in runs with 6. Rico Cardi with 9 hits for the Braves. And on-base percentage of .714 for Cardi. And Clemente, Sizemore, and Williams lead in slugging. So let's take a look at the batting 2 leaders here. So Blair leads with 3 doubles. Epstein with 5 walks. Don Buford with 3 steals. And Reggie Jackson caught stealing twice. All right, National League. Tony Perez has 3 doubles. Johnny Bench, no triples there. Walks Dick Dietz, 4. Stolen bases, Tolan and Brock with 2. And strikeouts, Crawford with 7. So let's look at the pitching leaders. Again, early on here, not much really to see. Sam McDowell strike out 10 in his first start. Patton, Odom, and McDowell and Phoebus all with complete games. Knowles, Fingers, and Tatum with 2 saves apiece. Aker with a bunch of guys with no whip. And let's take the National League. Lamb with 2 wins for the Dodgers. Jenkins and Selma with 10 strikeouts apiece. Gary Nolan and Jerry Kuzman with complete games. Bunch of nothing with saves there for Regan and Lersch with leading in whip. And let's check out the pitching leaders too. Home runs allowed. Complete games leaders. A few guys there. Yeah, Lolich leading in walks allowed, tied with Moore, which was 6 apiece. Wild so far. And we're not recording the blown save, so it was not a stat, so I'm not recording anybody in that. Not an official stat anyway. The National League leaders here. Complete games, Kuzman and Nolan. Renko leading with walks allowed in 6. And that's pretty much it, so we played 32 games so far in the 1970 season. So it'll be interesting to see how the stats shape up. I'm really curious. I like how the stats in this game go. So all right, so those are the standings, and we will see you in the next video, most likely a game from April 12th of 1970. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.